Hello everyone, welcome to Lakshya. In this video, we are going to have a discussion on RTP that is applicable for May 2025 exams for CA Inter. So now we are going to discuss section B, that is goods and service tax. So first we have case scenario based MCQs. So let's discuss all the MCQs given here, then we'll see what are the questions that are given. So first MCQ, what is the due date for filing the final return in the state of Assam? So first tell me, what is the applicable GST return? That is GSTR 10. Okay now, so that is a final return. And what is the due date? So the due date for GSTR 10 is 3 months from the date of cancellation or 3 months from the date of order for cancellation, whichever is later. So in the given case, we need to identify what is the date of cancellation and we need to identify what is the date of order for cancellation, whichever is later date we need to take. So let's see what is the case given here. The company discontinued its operations in the state of Assam from 15th December. Okay, the online application for cancellation of registration was furnished on 5th January. The registration was suspended from the same day. Okay, the order for cancellation, this is important, was passed on 2nd February, where the registration was cancelled with effect from 31st January. So whichever is later, what is the latter date? That is 2nd February. So the return should be filed within 3 months from the date of 2nd February. That is the answer. So what is the option? Option C. Within 3 months from the date of 2nd February. Okay na? Okay. Second one. Which of the following statement is correct in relation to the re-availment of the ITC that has been reversed earlier upon payment of disputed amount by the company to Rudraksh Enterprises? If you remember the conditions of ITC, you can avail ITC provided we need to make payment within 180 days to the supplier. Yes or no? Yes. So if you haven't made any payment within 180 days, so any amount which you claimed as ITC, that should be reversed along with interest. Okay now, so this is what the provision. If you did not make any payment within 180 days, then the ITC should be reversed. And if at all in any subsequent date, if you again made the payment, then what we can do, the amount so reversed, what we can do, we can re-avail. Okay now, so if payment has not been made within 180 days, we need to reverse. After 180 days, if you make the payment, whatever the ITC that you reversed, that can be re-availed again. There is no time limit. There is no time limit for re-availment of ITC. So the company could have re-availed the ITC only up to 30 November. No, there is no time limit. Only up to 30 November previous year, current year, end of the previous financial year, which is very wrong because there is no time limit that is applicable. So what is option D? ITC can be re-availed without any time limit after making the payment of disputed amount along with a tax payable thereon to the Rudraksh Limited. So what is the correct answer? Option D, because time limit is not applicable. The amount of tax to be deducted at source, that means we are talking about the TDS provisions by the government agency of Gujarat. So let's see what is the case given here. The company provided accommodation services to governmental agency of Gujarat, which is registered under GST only in the state of Gujarat. So location of recipient, where is the location of recipient? Gujarat. Okay now, in its own hotel located in the state of Rajasthan. The accommodation services were provided for the stay of employees of the governmental agency of Gujarat who had to attend a training program organized by central government, and the value is 25 lakhs. So we have the location of recipient. What is the location of recipient? Gujarat. And what is the location of supplier? That is Rajasthan. And what is the place of supply? Place where such immovable property is located, that is also Rajasthan. So if you remember the TDS provisions, if at all the location of supplier and place of supply are in state A and the location of recipient is in state B, that means these two things are different. What are the two things? Location of supplier with place of supply and location of recipient. If these two things are different, in that case the TDS provisions are not applicable, because state A and state B the adjustments are bit difficult. That is why the TDS provisions are not applicable. When the TDS provisions are not applicable, location of supplier, place of supply are in the state of Rajasthan and the location of recipient is in the state of Gujarat. In that case, TDS provisions are not applicable. So what is the amount of TDS? That is nil. Okay now? Okay. The amount of tax to be collected at source by the company under the GST law. The question talks about TCS. Earlier we are done with TDS. Now we are going to discuss about TCS. So during the month of January, Dum Dum Limited supplied goods worth rupees 75 lakhs through the company's e-commerce platform. Okay, so here we got a e-commerce operator. Under GST, the concept of e-commerce operator covered under two sections. One is section number 95, the other one is section number 52. Under 9.5, a total of 5 services are covered: housekeeping, transportation, omnibus, restaurant, and hotel. These are the 5 services that is covered under 9.5. Apart from these 5 services, all the things related to e-commerce operator are covered under 52. That is TCS provisions. So, if at all anything that is covered under 9.5, then in that case, TCS is not applicable. In that case, what? TCS is not applicable. That means TCS is applicable only in case of section number 52. So now, in the given case, on our e-commerce platform, there is a supplier called as Dum Dum Limited. He supplied how much worth goods? 75 lakh worth goods. And out of that 75 lakhs, goods amounting to rupees 15 lakhs were returned. So what is the net value? That is 60 lakhs. That is point number 1. Okay, now second one. Further, the company also supplied its own products amounting to 20 lakhs through the same e-commerce platform. So what is the own supply? 20 lakhs. Third one, the amount of hotel accommodation services supplied through its e-commerce portal by hotel owners who are not required to obtain registration under GST amounting to 20 lakhs. The third one is a specified service, that is a hotel accommodation. So hotel accommodation is covered under the 20 lakhs, that is covered under 9.5. Hence on these 20 lakhs, these are 20 lakhs, TCS is not applicable. Okay now, so total 3 points we discussed here. First one 60 lakhs, that is other supplier. Second one our own supply 20 lakhs. Third one hotel accommodation services. The hotel accommodation services covered under 9.5, hence TCS is not applicable. Now you tell me on what amount TCS is applicable. 60 lakhs or total 60 plus 20, 80 lakhs. The TCS provisions are applicable only if the other person selling goods on our platform, not on our own supply. That means the provisions of TCS applicable only on 60 lakhs, not on 80 lakhs, because this 20 lakhs is our own supply. So what is the rate of TCS? 0.5% and 0.5%. So 60 lakhs into 0.5%, that is 30,000. So what is the answer? The answer is 30,000, option D. I hope this is clear. Next one. What is the last date for issuance of invoice in relation to construction of road, by the company for the last tranche of payment received. Let's see what is given here. The company also completed a project for the construction of road for a government agency on 31st December. So in the given case, the service is linked to completion of event. If at all service is linked to completion of event, invoice to be issued on or before the date of completion. So what is the date of completion here? 31st December. So invoice has to be issued on or before 31st December. Rest everything is not at all required, because the answer is on or before 31st December. So option A. Okay, now so these are the case study based MCQs. Now we will discuss the question number 6. So what is the expectation from the question number 6? From the given information, you are required to compute the minimum net GST liability payable in cash for the month of January for Surya. So here we need to make the computation of GST. So we need to compute the output tax payable, and we need to compute the input tax payable, and we need to compute the net tax payable in cash. Okay, now so without wasting time, let's discuss question number 6. Surya is engaged in providing a bouquet of goods and services. It is registered in Jaipur, that is Rajasthan. It provides the following information for the month of January. So what is point number 1? Organized a business exhibition in Gujarat for Jignesh Industries, registered in Surat, that is Gujarat. First, tell me who is the supplier here. The supplier is Surya. So, location of supplier. What is the location of supplier? That is Rajasthan. Okay, now next, here we provided exhibition services. Where we provided that exhibition? In the state of Gujarat. So tell me, what is the place of supply? Place of supply is Gujarat. Now tell me, the location of supplier is Rajasthan and place of supply is Gujarat. Tell me whether that supply is interstate or intrastate. When the location of supplier and place of supply are different, in that case we need to charge IGST, because that supply is interstate supply. So this is a case of interstate. Okay, now so first thing, so particulars, amount, CGST, SGST, and IGST. Okay, now so what is the first one? Business exhibition. And what is the amount given here? 20 lakhs. So tell me, on 20 lakhs what is applicable? IGST, because that is a interstate. So 20 lakhs into 18%, that is a 3 lakh 60,000. Okay, now we are done with point number 1. Next, point number 2. What is point number 2? Provided accommodation services to 10 CA students originally from outside Rajasthan in a hostel, Surya Limited, owned by it. Surya Homes is located in Jaipur, Rajasthan. So when anything which is related to immovable property, what is the place of supply? The place of supply is where such immovable property is located. So what is the location of supplier? Rajasthan. And what is the place of supply where immovable property is located? Rajasthan. So both are in the same state. Hence, here it is treated as intra-state supply. That means we need to charge CGST and SGST. So see what is the information given in the bracket. Hostel accommodation charges are rupees 22,000 per student per month. As per the agreement, minimum period of stay of the students in hostel is 4 lakhs. So what is the relevance for this information? So this is related to exemption. If at all hostel charges are less than 20,000, In that case, GST is exempted. But here, the value is more than 20,000 and the agreement period is more than 3 months. Hence, in that case, GST will be levied. What is the amount? On 2.2 lakhs, we need to charge GST. So here, the important thing is in the question, in the main paper, if at all hostel charges are rupees less than 20,000, in that case, no GST will be levied. Okay now, so but in the given case it is more than 22,000, so we need to charge what? GST. And what is the nature of supply? Inter or intra, both are in the same state, so we need to charge CGST and SGST. So 2,20,000 into 9%. Second one, hostel accommodation, 2.2 lakhs, 19,800, 19,800. Next, performed the Carnatic music to promote a brand of ready-made garments, Wrigley Garments, registered in Udaipur, Rajasthan. So generally, any performance which is related to Carnatic music, that is exempted under GST. However, if such performance is related to promotion of any brand, then no exemption is available. In the given case, it is to promote a brand, hence GST is levied. There is no exemption. On what amount? 1,45,000. So place Rajasthan and Rajasthan. So CGST and SGST. Third one is performance. What is the amount? 1.2 lakhs. So 1,20,000 into 9%. 10,800 and 10,800. Okay now. So we are done with 3 points. Next one, what is the fourth point? Intra-state service provided as a business correspondent of Money Bank registered in Rajasthan with respect to accounts in its Jaipur city branch. If at all that is a rural branch, that is exempted. But in the given case, it is with respect to city branch, so no exemption is available. And remember, any service that is provided by business correspondent to a bank, to whom business correspondent and bank, FCM is applicable. RCM is applicable in case of agent of business correspondent to business correspondent. In this case, RCM is applicable. Business correspondent to bank, FCM is applicable. In the given case, the service is between the business correspondent and bank. Hence, what is applicable? FCM. On how much? Or a performance 1,45,000. Sorry. 1.45 lakhs. So 1,45,000 into 9%. 13050. 13050. So on the given case, business correspondent to bank, hence what is applicable? FCM is applicable. So fourth one, business correspondent on 1.2 lakhs FCM, and both are in Rajasthan. So 1,20,000 into 9%, that is 10,800 and 10,800. So we are done with 4 points. And what is fifth one? Rented a commercial property in Jaipur, Rajasthan to Ganga Limited, supplier of goods and services registered in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Surya is director in Ganga Limited. It is no matter whether Surya is director or whatever. If the purpose is commercial purpose, then no exemption will be applicable. Exemption is applicable only in case of personal usage, but here the usage is commercial. Hence, GST will be levied on what amount? On 3 lakhs. Both are in Rajasthan. So, intrastate. Fifth one is rental. On what amount? On the amount of 3 lakhs. What is the rate? 3 lakhs into the same rate 90%, that is 9%, so 27,000 and 27,000. So till now we discussed 5 points. Okay, Nama. Next, sixth one. Sponsored a business summit organized in Bikaner, Rajasthan by Associated Chamber of Commerce and paid a sponsorship fee of rupees 5 lakhs to Associated Chamber of Commerce registered in Jaipur, Rajasthan. So first tell me who is the supplier and who is the recipient. Here the money is paid by Surya. Hence Surya is what? Recipient. Recipient is Surya. And who is the supplier? Associated Chamber of Commerce. Okay, now. So in case of sponsorship services, if the supplier of service is any person and if the recipient is a body corporate or partnership firm, then RCM is applicable. But here the recipient, who is the recipient? Mr. Surya. Whether Surya is a partnership firm or body corporate? No. So in that case, what? RCM is not applicable. If RCM is not applicable, what does it mean? It means FCM is applicable. FCM is applicable means Surya already paid what? 5 lakhs plus GST to whom? Associated Chamber of Commerce. So whatever the tax that we paid, can we claim as ITC? Yes. So on the 5 lakhs, we will get what? ITC. Both are in the state of Rajasthan. Hence CGST and SGST. So let's leave some space. This is related to outward. Next, we'll write about inward. Sponsorship services. What is the amount? The amount is 5 lakhs. And what is the rate of GST? 9%. So 5 lakhs into 9%, 45,000 and 45,000. That is the ITC. Okay, now next one. Received the services of transportation of goods by road from Sindhu Transporters and unregistered GTA of Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Any services provided by unregistered GTA to registered person, in case what will apply? In that case, RCM will apply. In case of RCM, what we need to do? We need to pay in cash and we can claim ITC. So on this 2 lakhs, what we need to do? First, we need to pay in the form of cash because we should not use ITC. So let's keep that aside. Outward supply. On that, what we can do? We can claim ITC. So first we'll write ITC on GTA services. On how much? On 2 lakhs. And what is the rate of GTA? That is 2.5%, 2.5% kada. So 2 lakh 50, sorry, 2 lakhs into 2.5%. That is 5,000 and 5,000. After making the adjustment between outward and inward, we will add that GTA amount because GTA should be paid only in cash. Done. Next, taken cars on rental basis from Ajay Limited. Who is Ajay Limited? Ajay Limited is a body corporate. So any rental services provided by body corporate to any person, what is applicable? FCM. That means on that 1.5 lakh, we already paid what? We already paid tax. So what we can do? We can claim that amount as ITC. So rental services, what is the amount? 1,50,000. So on 1,50,000, we already paid what? We already paid tax. How much? 2.5%. So into 2.5%, that is 3750 and 3750. So this is the total computation of outward and inward, that is output tax payable and ITC. Okay, Nama. So now what we'll do? We'll make a net off. So what is the total output tax payable? 19,800, 13050, 10800, 27,000. So 70,650 CGST, 70,650 SGST and 3.6 lakhs IGST. So this is outward. Let's treat this one as A. Next, what is inward? 45,000 plus 5,000 plus 3750. 53,750. 53,750. This is what ITC. Let's keep this one B. Okay now. So next what we need to write? Net GST payable. What is net GST payable? A minus B. So what is A? 70650 minus 53750. 16,900. 16,900. 3,60,000. This is the amount of GST that we need to pay in cash. Done? No. Earlier we kept GST part as sorry. Earlier we kept GTA aside. The GTA should be paid in cash. So add a GTA. On the GTA, how much we need to pay? 5,000 and 5,000. So what is the total amount that we need to pay? 16,900 plus 5,000. So 21,900, 21,900, 3,60,000. So this is the answer for question number 6. And after this, keep something called as a working note or any notes or important points. Give some explanation like where the exemption is possible, where the exemption is not possible, why we added a GTA here, not in case of here, because when we add GTA here, it is part of outward and inward. So maybe there is a chance of ITC. That is why we added GTA here. So keep writing all these points so that invigilator feel that you might know the concept deeply. Hence, he'll award you more marks. So that's it. That is how we need to present. Okay, Nama. So Bindu sir is an employee in Galgotia and Sons working at its Mumbai office. Bindusar is unregistered under GST. His family is located in Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh. His son requires a laptop for his school project on urgent basis. Okay, now. Therefore, Mr. Bindusar placed an order on Amazing.in, an e-commerce platform for supply of a laptop of latest configuration for his son, which is to be delivered at his residential address located in Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Bindu sir, while placing the order on the e-commerce platform Amazing.in, provides the billing address of his apartment located in Mumbai, Maharashtra. You are required to determine the place of supply of laptop in the given case. So generally, in case of goods, what is the section that is covered? 10.1a, 10.1b, 10.1c, D and E. There is one more thing that is introduced called as 10.1ca, not withstanding anything contained in 10.1a and 10.1c. Anything contained in A and C. If at all you are making any supplies, if at all you are making any supplies to unregistered person, to whom? Unregistered person. In that case 10.1a is not applicable, 10.1c is not applicable. What is 10.1a and what is 10.1c? In case of movement of goods, in case of no movement of goods, those provisions are not applicable because you're making supply to whom? Unregistered person. In that case 10.1ca is applicable. What is 10.1ca is talking about? 10.1ca is talking about you are making supply to unregistered person kada. So if you are making supplies to unregistered person, check whether location of recipient is available. Check what? Location of recipient is available. If location of recipient is available, then location of recipient is place of supply. Done. What is the provision? 10.1 CA talks about? 10.1 CA talks about any good supplied to whom? To unregistered person. In that case, check whether location of recipient is available. If location of recipient is available, then location of recipient is the place of supply. Now the question arises, sir, what if location of the recipient is unavailable? If location of recipient is unavailable, then the place of supply is what? Location of supplier. Simple. So in the given case, since the location of recipient is available, the location of recipient is a place of supply. Okay, now next point. So there are two addresses given here. One address is address for delivery. The other one is billing address. So what is the address for delivery? That is Uttar Pradesh. And what is the billing address? Mumbai, Maharashtra. Now tell me what we need to take. Shall we take Uttar Pradesh or shall we take a Maharashtra? Logically speaking, where is the place of consumption? Let's keep billing delivery aside, but tell me where is the place of consumption? Where is the laptop is going to be used? It is at Uttar Pradesh, right? The place where the product is delivered. Hence, if the billing address, if the billing address and delivery address are different, in that case, the location for delivery is taken as place of supply. That means what is the place of supply in the given question? That is Uttar Pradesh, not Mumbai, Maharashtra. I hope this is clear. So keeping everything in a simple format, 10.1 CA applicable only in case of goods supplied to unregistered person. Okay now. So if goods supplied to unregistered person, what is the place of supply? If location of recipient is available, then location of recipient is the place of supply. If unavailable, location of supplier is place of supply. Clear. And location of recipient means there are 2 points. What are the 2 points? Address for delivery and billing address. If these two things are different, what are the two things? Delivery address and billing address. In that case, take delivery address, not the billing address. So what is the place of supply? Uttar Pradesh, not Maharashtra. Okay now. So this is question number 8. So let's see what is the answer given here. Place of supply is Uttar Pradesh. Clear? Clear. Okay now. Okay, sir. Next, what is question number 9? Determine the taxability or otherwise of the following services provided by Indian Railways. So before discussing all the 7 points here, what I done is I prepared a summary with respect to the exemptions only for the railways. Let's quickly go through all these exemptions which is related to railways, then we'll answer that question number 9. So what is the first one? Services provided by railways to individuals. What are the services that are exempted? Number 1, sale of platform tickets are exempted. Retiring rooms, waiting rooms exempted. Clock rooms exempted. Battery operated cars exempted. So these 4 things are exempted: platform, waiting rooms, clock rooms, and battery operated cars. Next, interzonal, interdivisional services within Indian Railways. That means one branch of Indian Railways to another branch of Indian Railways. That is one railway station providing any other services to other railway station, that is also exempted. And there is something called as special purpose vehicle, but this concept is not applicable for CA Inter. So ignore. Next, passenger transportation services. What are they exempted? All the services provided by railways are exempted except first class AC. So these two services are levied under GST. What are the two that is levied? Any service which is related to first class or AC coach, then GST is levied. In case of a non-AC lower class, GST will not be levied. Example, sleeper, no GST. Next, this is very important. Transportation of goods by rail, vessel, GTA. Transportation of goods by rail, vessel, GTA. In that case, what? GST is exempted. What are the goods? Newspapers, magazines registered with the register of newspapers. In simple terms, newspapers or magazines. Second one, agriculture produce. Third one, milk, salt, and food grains. Fourth one, organic manure. Fifth one, defense or military equipment. Sixth one, relief materials. These six goods, if they are transported by rail, vessel, GTA, GST is exempted. So, what is the memory technique here? Namo doctor. What is the memory technique? Namo doctor. N stands for newspapers and magazines. A stands for agriculture produce. M stands for milk, salt, food grains. O stands for organic manure. D stands for defense or military. R stands for relief material. So let's come back to our question. Now tell me, clockroom services, taxable, exempted. Just now we discussed that is exempted. Second class, what is taxable? First class. So second class is also exempted. Platform tickets, exempted. Renting of warehouse located in Bengaluru. Have we discussed anything which is related to warehouse? No. That means what? They say taxable. Okay now. Next, service of transportation of passengers, AC coach, that is taxable because first class and AC coach GST is levied. Next, service of transportation of relief material, organic manure. These two are exempted. So only two things are that are taxable, 1,50,000 and 10 lakhs, 11,50,000. On that, what we need to do? We need to levy GST. Simple or simple. Last question. Mr. Hridaya has obtained a voluntary registration under the GST law in the state of Madhya Pradesh in January. Nice. But has not commenced the business till the month of September. Okay. In October, the proper officer issues a show cause notice to him for cancellation of his registration. You are required to examine whether the action taken by proper officer is justified. Also, list the other circumstances when the proper officer can cancel registration under section 29. So, this is the most expected question for the coming examinations. 29.2 and one more, that is 1A, GSTR 1A. We are going to expect a question on this. Okay now. So what I done is I prepared a notes on section number 29.2. Let's see what is the notes. So cases where registration can be cancelled by proper officer only after giving opportunity of being heard. So first case, returns case. In term of first case, returns. What is a returns case? If you not filed any of the returns, in that case, proper officer can cancel registration. So what is the first point? In case of monthly filers, continuous period of 6 months. If you haven't filed return for a continuous period of 6 months, in that case, a proper officer can cancel your registration. In case of QRMP, quarterly return, monthly payment, continuous period of 2 tax periods. In case of composition, 3 months from the due date of annual return, there is amendment for the due date of annual return. What is amendment? That is 30th June. Earlier that is April. Now that has been changed to June. So in these three cases, proper officer can cancel your registration. Second point, the thing asked in the question, what is that? Voluntary registration. If you not commenced any business within 6 months from the date of registration, in that case your registration can be cancelled. What is the time period? Within 6 months. Third case, registration obtained by way of a fraud, willful misstatement, suppression of facts, not conducting any business from the declared place, registration can be cancelled. Fake invoices, you issued invoice without making any supply. Rule 10A. What is Rule 10A? Bank account is not validated. Within 1 month after registration, what we need to do? We need to validate our bank account. If bank account is not validated, then proper officer can cancel your registration. What is section number 171? That is anti-profiteering. What is anti-profiteering? Simple terms, not passing GST rate benefit. What does it mean? Let us say government reduces the rate of GST from 18% to 5%. Generally, if a GST rate decreases, the price of the goods also should be reduced, kada? But here, the seller or the producer haven't reduced any price. In that case, you are making more profit. So government, what the proper officer can do, proper officer can treat that one as anti-profiteering and he may cancel your registration. Next one, GSTR mismatch. What is that mismatch? GSTR 1 is greater than GSTR 3B. Next, rule number 86B. What is rule number 86B? That is 99% of ITC wala provision there na, that point. We can claim maximum of 99% of ITC. On that 1%, what we need to do? We need to pay in cash. Rule 23.1 proviso. What is Rule 23.1 proviso? Not filing pending returns in 30 days from the date of revocation of cancellation of registration. That means if your registration is cancelled and the registration again has been revoked, that means what? First, proper officer cancel your registration. You requested proper officer, please give me my registration back. So what proper officer done? He revoked the cancellation of registration. That means you got your registration. The time period between the cancellation and the revocation, what we need to do? We need to file the pending returns within how many days? Within 30 days from the date of revocation. If you not file any return within 30 days, again what proper officer can do? He may cancel your registration. And the last point, ITC claimed in violation of section 16. There are conditions for taking ITC now. Few conditions. If at all any of the conditions are violated, in that case also proper officer can cancel your registration. So these are the cases where the proper officer can cancel your registration. So let's see what is a question given here. Voluntary registration in January. So first month. He haven't conducted any business till September 9th month. Total how many months? Difference is 8 months. So when it comes to voluntary registration, how many months? 6 months. So you haven't started any business within 6 months. So what proper officer can do? He can cancel your registration. That means whether the proper officer can cancel, the answer is yes. Okay, now. So this is RTP that is applicable for May 2025 exams. If this video is helpful, please like the video. If possible, please try to share this video to your friends. And please don't forget to subscribe this channel. It will motivate us a lot to make more and more videos and to bring more content to you. And if at all you want any specific content from us, please leave us a comment. We are definitely willing to do that. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you so much.